To record a snow profile on the Snowscope app, first tap the plus button in the bottom right corner. Tap Snowpit, and you'll be brought to the Snowpit Recorder page. Snowpit Recorder page is broken down into two tabs. You have an Info tab and a Profile tab. On the Info tab, you can add relevant information about the location of the snowpack, including editing the location if your location marker is not in the location of the pit. You can add relevant location information like aspect, elevation, slope angle, weather condition information, all compliant with SWAG and OGRS, and then snow surface information like foot and ski pen, surface grain, comments, and check if it's a practice pit or not. So this is just a test pit, so it's a practice. Then on the Profile tab, this is where I actually create my snow profile. So the first step is always to record the total snowpack height. I don't have to record snow pit depth, but it will autofill to the same as the height if I don't record it. Click Start Snow Pit. And then to add layers, I just click the plus button to add different layers. I can click and drag layers to change thickness, height, and then I can also type in here if I want to get more precise with my depths or heights. Another thing I can do is if I tap on the layer, you'll see these little yellow squares changing. So 2 yellow squares means I'm moving both the top and the bottom of the profile. 1 yellow square means I'm just moving that edge. So if I have an increasing hardness, decreasing hardness, I can do that. And then I can also just move the top of the profile up and down if I want to do that with those squares. If I want to add a layer in between, I can just click the plus when I'm highlighting the layer above. And then let's say I have a really thin layer and I want to get back to that layer. I can use this little selector on the side here to go up and down to choose that layer. So now that I have my hardness profile here, let's say I want to edit some of the layer information, maybe add some grain information. I can click Edit Layer Info. I can select grain information. I can even add a secondary grain if I'd like. Grain size information on that as well. I can add notes, I can add density, I can add liquid water content, and I can also add a name here. So these names will be saved with your user profile, so you can tag the same names in multiple profiles throughout the season and track where those layers are. So that's all I do. Save, don't have to add all the information, just whatever I want to, and that's how I edit layer info. Next, say I want to add a test result. I click this plus test results button. It'll default to adding it at the depth of the bottom of whatever layer you're on. If you'd like to add it at a different location, click that height button. The layer boundaries will auto-populate here, so if you just want to pick a different layer boundary, you can do that, or you can type any depth. Just did an ECT here. Let's say it was an ECT P16. I could add some notes if I want. I can also change my test result type up top, so that'll populate there. Let's go back to that thin layer now by pressing on these little side selectors. I actually want to say this is my layer of concern, and this is a layer of faceted crystals. Let's say it's fairly large that I'm concerned about, so add some information to that. And let's also, while we're at it, let's call this, this isn't going to be a real name. These are all it's my test account, some fake names here. Let's just say this is, a October facet layer, even though that's not really what that would look like. Cool. Let's say we did all this. Maybe I wanted to go back and, add some more info here. I don't have to, if you've used the old app, I don't have to then go back and click back and forth. I can just change tabs, and maybe I forgot to add an air temperature to it, and while I'm at it, I want to actually record a temperature profile. Just did an air temp there. Let's go back into the profile, click this tab at the bottom. I can switch between layer mode and temperature mode. So now that temperature is selected, clicking the plus button adds temperature points. So my air temp was -10. Let's say top of the snow is a little bit warmer, and then I can click and drag, or as always I can also type in exact numbers here and exact heights if I want to be more precise. So either text entry or clicking and dragging. And yep, that's how I create my profile. So this looks pretty good. Let's do the last thing. Let's name it. Just make up a name here. And we can choose my time. Yep, it's collected right now, and my privacy. I'm back on the info tab. So as again, I can just pop back and forth between info and profile. I'll share this one with my org. Maybe you don't want to share this one publicly for some reason. And I click submit. And there it goes. It pops up. It's saved to the system. It's uploaded to cloud, so other people in my org could see it on their web apps or their mobile apps if they have pro accounts. And if not, if it's public, anyone will be able to see it at this point. So I can click in here. I can just see all that detail that I added about the pit. And once I submit, it's not final, right? You can always come back and edit. So I can't do anything right now, so I can't accidentally change things. But if I wanted to change a little bit, I can click this edit button. I can come down here and say, actually, this was actually a north aspect. And we actually had some foot penetration measurements that I forgot to record. And if I want to edit the layers, I can just click this edit layer button. And, actually, this first layer was softer. It was fist hard. From this edit layer button, you just hit the back button, and it will update this edit view. It's still, all these changes aren't saved until I hit the save button. So now my changes have been saved. I can go back and I see my new fist hard snow here, and I see my new foot pen. So that is that. That's how you create a snow pit on the Snowscope app.